Steve Jobs literally stood on stage and told the entire world that vertical touchscreens are ergonomically terrible. He said if you hold your arm up in the air to touch a Mac, it feels like it is going to fall off. For over a decade, Craig Federighi and the rest of the Cupertino executives shut the door on this idea immediately. iPads are designed for your fingers. MacBooks are strictly for keyboards and precision trackpads. End of discussion. Well, apparently, Apple just decided to take all those old arguments and throw them straight into the trash can. Because a touchscreen MacBook Pro is no longer some imaginary concept locked away in a secret testing lab. It is actually happening, and it is moving a lot faster than anybody expected. A massive new report out of South Korea just dropped a bomb on the laptop market. Apple has officially signed Samsung Display as the sole screen supplier for an upcoming, fully redesigned MacBook Pro. And we're not talking about a tiny batch of engineering prototypes or some limited test run. The folks over at the LEC are reporting that Samsung is currently retooling entire factory lines to manufacture custom 14-inch and 16-inch touch-enabled OLED panels. They are aiming for an initial production run of around 2.5 million displays, with mass manufacturing scheduled to spin up as early as August. Look, rumors come and go every single day. But when a major supplier commits dedicated factory floor space specifically to build hardware for Apple, that is the exact second a rumor turns into reality. Now, you might be asking why Samsung is getting all this business alone. According to supply chain whispers from DG Times, Apple actually tried to bring other display makers to the table. But both LG Display and BOE hit massive yield bottlenecks. They simply could not build these complicated screens at the scale and quality that Apple demands. Honestly, I'll believe the final numbers when I see them, but it makes perfect sense. Samsung stepped in, worked side by side with Apple engineers, and rebuilt their manufacturing process to pull this off. People love to joke about Apple and Samsung constantly fighting in court or throwing shade at each other in smartphone commercials. But behind closed doors, when Apple needs the absolute best screen tech on earth, Samsung is still the undisputed king of the hill. For a daily driver, this screen upgrade is going to look unbelievable. The mini LED panels on the current MacBook Pro lineup are already some of the best displays on any laptop today. So for Apple to completely abandon mini LED means OLED is bringing a massive jump in quality. Display analyst Ross Young has been hinting at this transition for a while. And if Apple brings over the Tandem OLED technology from the latest iPad Pro, the contrast levels and color precision are going to blow people away. Imagine sitting in a dark room late at night editing photos, and the black borders around your workspace blend so seamlessly into the bezel that the screen looks completely turned off. Once your eyes get used to a high-end OLED panel, looking back at standard backlit screens genuinely hurts. I already know what half of you are thinking. You hate the thought of gross fingerprint smudges all over your pristine laptop display. And you're terrified that Mac OS will get dumbed down into some clunky mobile operating system. Let's be totally real for a second. Smartphones and tablets have permanently rewired human muscle memory. Walk into any coffee shop today and watch someone try out a modern laptop for the first time. 9 times out of 10, they will literally reach out and tap the glass expecting something to happen. It's just pure human instinct at this point. Do you actually think Apple is going to rip out the trackpad? Keyboard shortcuts are not going anywhere, and mouse navigation will still be the main way you get serious work done. But having touch available for quick, everyday tasks just makes life easier. Flicking through a massive spreadsheet, quickly signing a PDF document, dragging a photo directly into a project folder, or jotting down a quick sketch. Those are small moments where reaching out with your finger is just 5 times faster. So, are you guys actually ready to reach out and touch your Mac display, or do you think this feature should stay locked to the iPad forever? Let me know down in the comments, because I'm super curious how many of you actually want. This. Word on the street from sources like Mac Otakara is that future versions of the operating system, maybe Mac OS 27, will add subtle interface adjustments. We're talking about making buttons slightly easier to tap with a finger without breaking the classic desktop layout. Ming-Chi also recently noted that Cupertino is completely rethinking the physical hardware. The leaks mentioned that this OLED MacBook will feature a noticeably thinner chassis and will finally replace that controversial screen notch with a dynamic island. Anytime Apple starts talking about making laptops ultra-thin, I still get a little nervous. A lot of us still have lingering nightmares from the butterfly keyboard disaster, when chasing extreme thinness ruined laptop reliability and thermals for years. Thankfully, modern Apple silicon changed the game entirely. Getting away from Intel was the best thing they ever did. The latest M-series processors run so cool and power efficient that Apple can easily trim down the laptop body without turning your lap into an active campfire. There is no massive thermal throttling to worry about anymore. The TSMC 3nm yields are getting better every quarter, which means these chips will easily handle pushing millions of pixels on a Tandem OLED touch display while maintaining that all-day battery life we expect from the Apple ecosystem. The only real catch here comes down to timing and your wallet. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman suggests we might have to wait until late 2026 or even early 2027 to actually buy one of these. That is largely due to silicon production schedules and getting the display yields absolutely perfect. Add in global component crunches, massive data center hardware demand, and the premium cost of Tandem OLED panels, and these machines are going to command a massive Apple tax. A starting price tag hovering right around $3,000 wouldn't shock me at all. And Apple knows plenty of creative professionals will gladly swipe their credit card anyway. Shrimp Apple Pro has also vaguely hinted that the seamless integration between the Touch Mac and the Apple Pencil might finally bridge the gap for digital artists who have been begging for a true Wacom alternative running full desktop software. If they can nail the palm rejection and give us hovering features right out of the box, it completely changes the value proposition of a MacBook Pro. It modernizes the hardware, refreshes the way we interact with our computers, and pushes the entire Mac lineup into the next era. I am keeping a very close eye on the supply chain numbers over the next few months, because if Samsung starts ramping up production past that initial 2.5 million mark, we will know for sure that Apple expects this to be their biggest seller of the decade.